able to do? What can't you do? And when do you think y'all be able to start moving around again, if you have an estimate?
Okay, so, I mean, honestly, it ain't too much change where we at. A lot of people, I've been scrolling down my timeline on social media, and people say, if you give us a curfew, we ain't going to abide by the curfew anyway. So that's pretty much what's going on. I mean, people, they still outside or whatever, but and they still shopping and everything like that. But as far as like getting back to school and being able to be social again, I really hope that's going to be soon, because it's the summertime and everybody ready to get it moving.
We got like 6 cases down here.
How many?
So 6. So people not really feeling the pressure of a lot of cases of the COVID-19 running around. So I guess they think they're safe. But I'm in the house writing, trying to figure out what my next move is, you know?
Yeah, see, that's what's dangerous is places where it's not running rampant. People think, well, it's not going to be. And a lot of times that's just saying that it hasn't gotten there yet. And that's what they don't realize. So hopefully, I'm wrong, and hopefully, y'all be able to get back to the get down real soon. Was anything directly affected, for you guys in regards to, shutdown?
Shows, man.
You say as far as directly affected to cultural freedom, probably shows be the most thing, and just like I said earlier, being able to be social. And when I say social for us, that's more as being able to interact with people using your senses. Being social media, I don't really get to see that person or engage with that person face to face. So I'm not really being social with them. I'm just looking at it on screen and typing words. But as far as cultural freedom go, we like to interact with our community. So we just really ready to get back to doing that and being able to do shows and being able to be out with our folks. That's all.
Got you. I don't know. It just seemed like one day I didn't know you, and then another day I think I was sent Dreams Reality 1 from Jerusalem. How did the whole culture freedom, thing start? You know what I'm saying? Was it always a plan that he would come out and build a name for himself, or Jirafe, was you already doing your own thing and then y'all kind of linked up? How did that all come together?
So I met Jirafe, right? And I was like, yo, I would love for you to model some of our clothes. You got to keep in mind, she's only been around for 2 years now. So she's a brand new artist. Brand new. She do spoken word. So I was like, yo, we should put some spoken word on the rap track for me. That's 77. That's how 77 came about. That's actually her first time ever getting on track. I was like, yo, this right here could work. I need a hype man. And, I keep it real, yo. I'm a dude. And most of the time when we perform, it's a lot of men in the crowd. So I'm like, I need to get these men that's going to be there something else to look at besides me. And she started getting the hype, man. I'm like, yo, maybe you should turn your spoken word into rhyme. She was like, I can't rhyme. And next thing you know, 2 years later, Jirafe is born. And we added Nia to the singing part, because I was like, I sing, but I'm tired of hearing my voice on track a lot. That's kind of really what made me start going out to try to find other elements. I was really tired of doing all the hooks, rhyming all the time. And she got really, really good at it, man. She got really good at it. So there was born Culture Freedom. I think Dream Reality 2 might have been the first.
No, I want to cut you off there. Now, I try to stay away from what I think might be controversy, but since you did mention her name, I thought it was 3, but now I usually just see 2. So is that a thing that she's kind of just here to do hooks sometime, but she has her own thing, or what's that deal with? Was it Nia Dreams?
Correct.
Yes.
And you basically hit it right on the head. She's available to do hooks for us, and she does her own thing. She's more of a neo soul R&B artist. And so she basically does her own thing, and then she comes and maybe helps us in the studio with hooks or melodies or anything that we could find her voice to be great for. We definitely use her as a singing aspect for Culture Freedom.
Got you. Like, I'm not the nosy dude, so I'm just like, I guess I'll find out sooner or later what happens. So cool. I'm glad. I'm glad it's no nonsense. That's what's good.
Definitely no nonsense. Culture Freedom can't do no nonsense.
I got you. So are y'all working on like an EP, an album, or are y'all just trying to like keep the buzz going, like keep dropping singles and let the public decide when it's time to drop a full length?
I mean, it's a single for the past, I guess, say 5 years. It's been a single-driven industry. So, we have enough songs for an EP, but I think the dropping singles is kind of the alley up right now. I'm actually trying to get Jirafi to work on a single right now of her own. I'm just ready to hear what she can come up with. But, yeah, mostly just dropping singles. I'm working on an album, and Culture Freedom is working on an EP at the time. So I think that's how we're going to do it.
Do you guys find, and I want y'all both to kind of answer this, so Jirafe, you could go first after I finish asking the question, and that way you guys don't bump into each other. Do you find it challenging to like make like positive music, but music that's still entertaining? We talked about this offline a bunch of times. I feel like people who do positive music or who categorize their own music as positive music often feel like they should get a pass because they don't curse or, the music has a message. And my rebuttal to that is always that if you're not entertaining me, I don't owe you support because you're being positive. So I guess that's how I'll set that question up. So do you find pressure in making something that's going to make people's heads bob, but at the same time don't say things that's outside of you guys' character?
I find it, well, first of all, as a female MC, I find it, I can say easy because, first of all, I'm not going to go outside of who I am while I'm rhyming in the first place. And then, secondly, I've always loved dope music. Like, that's like music is just something that just flows through me. So, I've always loved good music, and that's never been this type of rap that we hear now. And I hate to say that way, but I've always loved dope music. So when I'm in the studio and I'm trying to create something, I just go with what I feel on the inside, and I just always try to stay true to myself. As far as that being what people want to hear or that being popular, you know what I'm saying? I just want to create dope music. That's all. Like, that's my main focus when I'm in my go mode.
What about you, Jules?
Like we talked about this, like you said, offline. I'm a conscious MC, so they call it, but I don't really listen to a whole lot of conscious music. So, for Jirafi, I tell her it's easier too, because as a female, you want to hear a dope female like lyrically go in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when they hear her, they're not just looking at it's like, yo, that female can rhyme. As for me, I gotta make sure that I'm not trying to give a lecture when I rhyme. Like you say, you want to be entertained. And most conscious MCs we listen to, all they're doing is giving you lectures over beat. And if you don't read and you ain't in the research, and you can't bob your head to something you don't know. So what I try to do when I write is I try to I write where I am and who I am. And I try to write to a place where, you know what I'm saying, I'm not trying to teach you something. but I want you to get something out of the experience while you're being entertained. That's how I kind of sit back and try to write.
All right, you say, well, I don't listen to a bunch of conscious MCs, so who are some of the people you do listen to?
Oh, man, top of my list, I like Redman. I love Redman.
And I like Eve. But I guess Lauryn Hill will be classified as a conscious rapper, but she's definitely one of my favorites as well. What about you,
Lupe?
Drew? Yes, Lupe Fiasco, especially some of his lives are just ridiculous. And then he just makes dope music. Like, his music is just,
Big Crit.
Big Crit, that's another one. Dope, really dope.
Oh, see, I have to go all the way back to Cool G Raps and the Big L's I like people that can spit, man, and say something at the same time.
Right, exactly. Entertain me. Don't just talk my head off.
Okay. This ain't school. Right. This is entertainment.
Definitely. Do you guys feel like any pressure, like to be, representatives of like your city, your area, or even your state? I know, I think Jeezy was, born in South, and what Pastor Troy and some others, but it's not really a rapper that's popping, major, who just, I'm from South Carolina. So do you guys see pressure to be that first group or, first act?
It's time for it. That's how we feel about it. Like, it's time for what you said to be manifested from South Carolina. And as far as us feeling pressure about it, we just both feel like it's time for it. And Culture Freedom, Jerusalem Giraffe X is the artist that can make it happen. And I hate to make that sound so arrogant, but it's just the truth.
I mean, pressure comes with things that's difficult to handle. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like this is a difficult task. I work hard at it.
Right.
To be that, that's what I'm working at. I think I heard Jay-Z say nobody gets in the game to be number 2. So if you're trying to come out of Carolina and it's the first artist to be the best artist, that's my goal. Like, that first. Carolina first before I hit the nation is the way I see it. I want to rule home before I rule anywhere else. So I like, if it is pressure, it's a good pressure.
I like what you just said, because I see some that feel like they need to go and pop somewhere else, and then when they come back, their people will respect them for that. So why do you do it the reverse way? Why do you feel it's so important for your success to be homegrown?
First of all, man, it's my roots. And second of all, I feel like if I can get the people that know me to start saying and seeing, like, I'm the best at what I do, it's kind of, that's the hardest thing to do. It's easy to get people that don't know you to jump on you because they don't know you, your life. But if I can get people that know me in my city, in my state, to see past all my flaws, what they don't like, all the hate and stuff, and directly focus on the music, they have no choice but to say, yeah, we the ones ready to come out of Carolina.
Okay. I like I said, I dig that, man, because so many people is like, yo, I don't get no support here, so I need to go here.
But they got to ask themselves, those same artists got to ask themselves how much they support the artists at home, the shows at home, the community at home. Like, how much are you out in your community to get support? It's like we automatically expect, because we do music, that they should automatically support us because we think we hot, so they should think we hot. But you got to put in the work, man. And that's what a lot of artists don't want to do. They don't want to put in the work. They want the accolades, but they don't want to put in the work to get the accolades.
What do you think about, like, all of these different big acts that are doing, shows from their home? Now, before you answer, I guess I'm asking you that question because I haven't really seen any type of, like, grand setups. Like, they're just sitting in a chair singing or whatever. And, you know, I'm not mad. It's whatever. But I just feel like